How can this be? Retreat. Did, did have just cut off his ear? With a tree branch? Hey, you little pricks, did you enjoy the show? Startled. Take this jackass and get out of my face, or you'll be next. Ooh, don't forget to leave the money you took. Make sure to throw in a little extra for pissing me off. Sure. You can have the money. Here, this is yours. Heavy. Or really? You're giving me all this? This is way more than they took from me. It's fine. Keep it. This is enough for me. And don't worry about them coming back to get revenge. They won't hurt a fly from now on. Thank you so much. Oh, don't mention it. Just go home. Excuse me. Huh? I'm really sorry. Bow, Drip, Hands threatened to hurt me if I didn't help him. But I know. It was wrong of me to do that. Drip, I was just so scared. I couldn't stop myself. It's all my fault. I'm really, really sorry. Acel, I noticed you're always crying. Ever since Hans first started pushing you around, when I saw you crying like that, I realized something. I'm not the only one they're picking on. You're in the same boat as me. So don't be too hard on yourself, Acel. Pat, it's not your fault. Smile. Still, I appreciate your apology. Chuckles, maybe there's hope for him after all. Hey, I said I needed to talk to you about something. Bump! Huh? Oh, right. I'm glad you remember. I'll see you back here in 3 days. Turn. What? In 3 days? What do you mean? I'm kind of busy right now, so I'll see you then. Let's make it more romantic and meet when the moon comes up. I'm sure I don't need to tell you. What will happen if you don't show up? Shing, eek. Anyway, I'll see you then. Don't be late or else. What was that all about? Come to think of it, maybe the flowers are a bit much. I just remembered that my sister liked them, so I picked a bunch on the way here. I knew this was a silly idea. I should get rid of these. Huh? I was wondering who was outside. I didn't know it was you, Ronan. You're back. While I was fighting as a penal soldier, I thought it over thousands of times. What's the first thing I would say to my sister if I ever saw her again? Should I apologize for leaving home without telling her? Or should I tell her how much I missed her? I spent countless hours agonizing over this. But that was when I was Ronan, the penal soldier. There's only one thing I can say to her now. You came home early today. Yeah, I'm back. Wow. I never thought I'd live to see this. Look at that. A whole bouquet of flowers from my grumpy little brother. Hug. Ronan's older sister, Iriel. I'm so happy. Ahem. I'm glad you like them. Did you have enough to eat, my sweet baby brother? Would you like some more stew? No. Thanks, but that was plenty. By the way, let me ask you something. How old are you this year? What? You know that, Ronan. I'm 22. Why do you ask? What? How could you forget something like that? Oh, I just couldn't remember all of a sudden. Do you have a headache? Or a fever? My sister is 22. That means there's about 10 years left. Until those bastards attack. I don't think you have a fever. My sister is exactly the way I remember her. She's still so bright. Kind. Are you sure you're all right? And warm-hearted. I wish this moment would last forever. But in 10 years from now, I'm going to have to protect this world and my sister. Which means, Iriel, I have something to tell you. What is it? I'm thinking of entering an academy. What? An academy? Seriously? Say that again. Do you mean it? Really? Yeah, I mean it. You never wanted to hear about academies before. Why the sudden change of heart? There's no time to lose. Huh? I knew this day would come. You're a natural-born genius, Ronan. You'd be good at anything. Thanks, Iriel. Here. This is a surprise gift for you. Huff, what is it? Wait, where did you get all this money? Yeah, I've been saving up in secret to surprise you, just in case you ever changed your mind. I wanted to be able to send you off to an academy right away. You're amazing, Iriel. How in the world did you manage to save up this much? Listen, I really appreciate this, but I'd rather you use the money yourself. To be honest, this isn't nearly enough anyway. Huh? What are you talking about? It's a lot more than you think. I'm not sure which academy you have in mind, but the Philion Imperial Academy. Huh? What? The Philion Imperial Academy. The leading educational institute ranked as the best in the Empire. The Academy boasts of the best teachers on the whole continent, as well as enormous funding from the imperial family, allowing it to provide top-quality education. The Academy's reputation is so great that people even refer to it as a hero factory. Grand Marshal Adeshan, Schlieffen the Swordmaster, the Winter Witch, Anatorius, Villain, and so on. Philion's warriors definitely played a big part in the war. I could understand right away what the Grand Marshal meant. The problem is that in order to study at the Academy, you have to meet their impossibly high entrance standards and pay the astronomical tuition fees. Still, I didn't expect my sister to react like that. Oh, okay, Ronan, I'm sure. You can do it, right? Stop. Oh well, I'll just have to prove myself by getting into the Academy. On another note, I didn't think you'd actually show up here, Mazel. My name is Arcel, not Marcel, and you said you'd make me regret it if I didn't show up. Let's not get hung up on the past. We both have a very busy night ahead of us. I need to test you. To test me? What do you mean? Oh, it's nothing too serious. Use telekinesis on me, Arcel. Lift me up as high as you can. You want me to use telekinesis on you? Why? I mean, doesn't it seem dangerous? Dangerous nonsense. Just do as I say for now. Don't worry, it won't kill me. Okay, then. Here goes nothing. Invisible hand. Wow, look at that. His magic is even stronger than I thought. It isn't quite stable or high enough yet, but this feels similar to when I fought the giants. It's just like the telekinesis spell. That allowed me to fight Ahayut eye to eye way up in the air. This is what I was hoping for. Mages are already hard enough to find, but telekinesis is a rare talent, even among them. So this is great news. This means he's going to be a crucial player in my future battle against the giants. Grin. Well, well. We're certainly off to a good start. Our Ronan. I'm starting to get tired. Can I let you down now? Ching. Hang in there a little longer. I just want to check one more thing. Then I'll come down on my own. Huh? Oh, on your own? How are you going to do that? Slash? What's going on? Did Ronan cut through my mana? Our Ronan, what did you do just now? Oh, that was no big deal. Just a little trick I've always been able to do. Little trick? I've never heard of anyone cutting through mana. Ow! Forget about it. I don't know how exactly I do it either. Finding out more about this ability is another one of my missions. This ability is probably the reason that my sword alone was able to cut that damn giant. But I can worry about that later. Right now, there's more important business to take care of. Anyway, you passed the test, Acel. Grab, take this, and come with me. We have some work to do before the moon goes down. Toss. Well, what? But it's so dark. So what? This is going to be the first chapter of the Tale of Ronan. That will go down in the Empire's great history forever. The Philion Academy? Did I hear you wrong, Ronan? Huff, huff. Did you say we're going to Philion? The academy that accepts only the Empire's most elite warriors? And you're taking me with you? You heard me right? Why do you keep asking? You're getting on my nerves. What's wrong? Do you not want to go? That's not the issue here. You're a gifted fighter, so I'm sure you'll be fine. But I'm not good at anything. Besides, I'm cowardly and timid. Acel, do you want to spend the rest of your life like this? Wasting your natural-born talent on dealing with petty street thugs. Is that really the life you want? Oh, well, to be honest, you have a long way to go in many ways. It's true that you're cowardly and timid. Plus, you're a crybaby that sheds tears way too easily. And a wimp who's afraid of your own shadow. Stab. But that doesn't really matter, because you can change all that later. However, there is one thing that you can't change, Acel, the time that you waste. And I assure you, you're going to regret it someday. Just like I did in my previous life. Pat. Well, am I starting to change your mind? Ronan. I can't believe someone like Ronan is so concerned about me of all people. I won't force you. It's your life, after all. You're free to head back if you want, but I have things to do. Wait, Ronan. I want to change. I'll go with you to Philion. Just tell me what I need to do. Good. You're finally starting to grow up, Acel. Shall we get started right away? With your first challenge? Sure? It worked like a charm. Crackle, crackle, huh? Chill. Ronan, am I understanding this correctly? That's my first challenge? Yup, this is the best opponent I could find. To give your skills an instant boost. A Luna Goblin. A whole group of them, in fact. What do you think, Acel? This should be a piece of cake, right? Tremble. How do you figure that? Now, shall we get started? Luna Goblins, a type of goblin, mutant found in these parts. Their yellowish skin and hideous body are used to differentiate them from ordinary goblins. But in fact, the main distinguishing feature of Luna Goblins is their obsession with treasure. They attack merchants and steal their valuables without even the slightest hesitation. Then they gather all their treasure together and throw a party. But only on nights like this when the moon is full. Tremble. You mean the reason we came here tonight is... That's right. Tonight. We're going to steal all that treasure from them. Goblins who steal treasure and throw celebrations? I have never heard of such a thing. How did you know about this, Ronan? Wish. Oh, you know, I just heard about it somewhere. I can't tell him I saw them during my travels in my previous life. Anyway, all you have to do is use telekinesis to move their treasure while they're sleeping. And put it in this bag. Simple, right? It doesn't sound that easy. What if I make a mistake and wake them up? Won't that put us in danger? This is too risky. Why don't we think of something else? You're such a coward. Listen carefully. If we're going to attend Philion, we need two things right now. The first is money. The tuition fees at Philion are ridiculously high. The second is real combat experience. The money is one thing, but this is actually more important. As you know, Philion is full of warriors from aristocratic families who have received elite education since birth. If you want to compete with people like that, there's only one option, Acel. You need to risk your life to accumulate real combat experience. That's why those goblins are such perfect targets. We can get both money and experience from them. It's like killing two birds with one stone. Am I wrong? Or do you have a better idea? No, but then that settles it. Let's get started. That's it. Just a little more. Okay, now, foom foom. Drop them. Excellent. That takes care of the treasure. We filled both bags. See, Acel? I told you nothing beats real experience. You're right. I really did it. To be honest, I wasn't totally sure if he could pull this off. But he got used to it surprisingly quickly. He's way more talented than I thought. I did it. I found the perfect accomplice. Hup. All right. Now that we've filled our bags, let's get going. Really? That's it? Yep. We're done here anyway. So we might as well head back before we get ourselves into any trouble. Whoosh! Damn it! Hey, you goddamn bird! Stop right there, Startle. Oh, what's going on? What kind of fool is making so much noise in the middle of the night? Grr, what's happening? What's all that noise? Glance. Harg! What the hell? Empty? Grr, where did all our sparkly go? Garga, thief. What? A thief? Grr, rar, where? Where is the thief? Ah, shit. We're in big trouble now. Ah, sigh. I knew something like this would happen. Nothing in my life ever seems to go smoothly. What now, Ronan? Let's just leave the bags and run. Shing, we're not leaving anything behind. How are we going to pay the tuition without this treasure? Are you going to earn the money for us? But Ronan, that's not important right now. Ah! They're right there, Ronan. Rarg! This is just a cheap longsword made with low-quality iron. Considering the weight and strength of the blade, it will probably only last about 15 hits. But there must be at least 30 of those things. Reach, our Ronan. Watch out. 15 hits, huh? Shink. That's more than enough. And that was the 14th slash. Is that the last one? That wasn't so bad after all. I can't believe it. What did I just witness? He slayed the 3 goblins leading the charge in one strike, and then slaughtered all the goblins behind them. It was like Ronan simply disappeared for a moment. Then he suddenly reappeared, out of nowhere. Gulp, look at all those corpses. Acel, what are you doing? Are you just going to stand there? Oh, sorry. I don't know what came over me. There's no need to apologize. Just grab your stuff. We're going home. Heavy. I'm exhausted. I thought this was going to be a nice, light mission. So heavy. but I guess nothing in life is ever easy. Why army muscles so sore from slashing a few goblins? I'm not really in shape yet. Spin. I need to start doing some hardcore training when I get back. Ronan, what was that shout we heard earlier? How should I know? Stop! Right there! Startled. What kind of fool shouts like that in the middle of the night? Some people, I tell you. I swear, if I ever find out who that was, I'll make them pay for causing us all this trouble. Huh? Oh, shit. What's this now? Is that an arrow? Where did that come from? Is this damn forest haunted or something? What's with all the annoying pricks running around here at night? Who are you two? Oh, they are people. A couple of kids, at that. Kids? Whoops! Sorry about that, kiddos. We heard something rustling from a distance. Glance. So we thought it might be a monster. That was close. We almost hurt them by accident. Indeed, are you two okay? Cut the bullshit. I see that look in your eyes. Huh? Drop the act. And answer me. Who the hell? Are you two? Oh. Ha, ha, ha. Come to think of it, I was so flustered. I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. I'll tell you who we are. We're the Caribolo. Caribolo? Oh, grab. You mean those assholes? You little punk. Our Ronin. Look out! Invisible hand. What's going on? I can't move. Wow. A cell. Nice. Swing. Slash. What the hell? Gah! Eek! Ronan, is he dead? What was I supposed to do? Spare them! They were going to kill us! Besides, you heard what they said. They're from the Caribolo. Caribolo? You mean that awful gang that does everything from poaching to kidnapping and human trafficking? But they're the most notorious gang in the whole empire. That's exactly right. Stab. If it weren't for me, these two would have probably cut out your organs and buried you tonight. What? It would be more of a crime to let bastards like them go. Twitch. So stop making such a fuss and grab your bag. What the heck is in that bundle? Why is it moving? They must have caught something. Maybe it's an animal they poached. You're probably right. Let's open it and find out. Screech! Shoom. What the heck? What kind of bird is that? Its feathers are blue. Chirp! Chirp! Our Ronin. I've never seen a bluebird before. Wow! Me neither. HMM? Those shackles. That's the Caribolo snare. These shackles restrict movement by disturbing the ensnared creature's mana flow, and are used by the Caribolo for poaching. I've heard that they sometimes use those to catch rare animal species. In that case, I wonder if this bluebird is... Hello? Please, respond. We're finally connected. Did the bird just speak? Slap. Of course not, dummy. It's obviously a communication spell. Spell was activated as soon as the bird came out of there. That bundle must have some kind of function that blocks mana. You must be the owner of this blue bird. That's correct. My name is Baren. I study the rare species of the imperial capital. I am the guardian of that dream bird. I mean Marpes. No matter what I tried, I couldn't seem to connect. I thought I might have to report this to the police. I'm so relieved that Marpes is all right. By the way, forgive me for asking, but who are you? Oh, we're just a couple of good Samaritans who were passing by. We ended up in a little scuffle with the poachers who had kidnapped your bird. Ahem. And then, well, The memories are too gruesome to describe.
Anyway, we saved your bird. What? Poachers? Kidnapping? I feared that might have been the case. Thank you so much for your help. How adorable. Tweet. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. I don't mind that. How are we supposed to send the bird back to you? Its feet are locked in shackles, so it can't really move. Will it fly back to you if we unlock these shackles? HMM? AH. Yes, probably. Dreambirds have a powerful homing instinct. So if you just release the bird from the shackles, shing, how convenient. Fly back to your dad, little bluebird. And don't worry him like that ever again. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Huh? It's sticking its butt out at me. What does that mean? Twitch. Oh, Marpius is telling you to pluck a feather before she leaves. She must want to see you again. Dreambird feathers are like a compass. They point in the direction of the bird even after the feather has been plucked. Did you take a feather? If you ever happen to stop by the capital, use the feather to come and visit Marpius and me. I will gladly reward you for your troubles. Tweet, that thing sure is fast. Huh? What's that in your hand, Ronan? I thought I felt something warm, Huh? What's this? A few days later. Wow, what a gem! The craftsmanship is remarkable. This is a real treasure you have here. I'll give you 20 gold coins for it. Head of the Caravel Trading Company, Duan Caravel. Everything you brought me is so valuable. This must be my lucky day. It's a pleasure to serve such a respectable customer. I finally found someone reasonable. All the other merchants are a bunch of swindlers. Fine gold. Coins for this? What was that punker? You ought to have your eyes checked. Calm down, Ronan. I was starting to really get pissed off. But, having met such an honest merchant, I feel like all that work was worth the effort. Ha ha. Thank you for your kind words. Whew. Is there anything else you would like to have appraised? Can you appraise this as well? It's not for sale. I just want to know what it is. This is what that blue dream bird laid in my hand that night. It's some kind of sphere. At first I thought it pooped in my hand. But that's not it. Shuffle, shuffle. This is how that damn bird repays me, by taking a dump in my hand? I know that for a fact. Ugh, gross. Toss. Because I tested it myself on a rock. That's when I found out how incredibly strong this thing is. Huh? I'm not sure if it's an egg or what. But whatever it is, it came from one of those rare species. Maybe it's a priceless treasure. This color, this texture, could this be? Bay bump, horse dung? Crack. Oh, of course not. Ha ha, that's what I thought. To be honest, I'm not sure what this is. There's definitely something unusual about it. But you're better off having it looked at by a specialist. I see. Well, in any case, now I'm too curious to sell it. Is it just a really hard piece of poo? Oh, and do you sell books about Philion as well? Philion? You mean the academy? Yeah, we were hoping to take Philion's entrance exam, but we don't know anything about it. Haha. Ah, you're applying for the academy? That's great. My daughter is actually applying for Philion as well. She can probably help you. In fact, she should be back any minute now. What's this, Dad? Who are those people? Oh, good timing. That's my only daughter, Maria. What, Maria? Is that her? Maria, say hi. These dear customers made a very big sale with us today. What? Really?
These two kiddos? Hey, where are your manners? Please, forgive her. She grew up around merchants, but has no verbal filter at times. No, not at all, that's all right. I'm fine, although I'm not sure about Ronan. Huh? Hey, are you really Marya? What? The one who goes by the neutral name Sen? Yeah. But how did you know that? HMPH. Strange. I knew you looked familiar. It must be you. Hey, then let me ask you something. Come closer. Flick, what the heck do you want to say? I was just wondering. Do you have one of those down there? You know. What the hell? Did he just say? Did he ask if I have a dick? Looking for me? You don't look like you have one. I wonder if that man has a son that he doesn't know about. Huh? Shut your mouth, you prick. Slap. That biting slap. I remember this feeling. It's him, Count Marya Sen. Marya Sen. Back when he was forced into the army as a penal soldier in Armalan, he was in charge of supplies. He was very strict, the kind of person who does everything by the book. But he was also easy to get along with and very sociable. He made an impression on me in many ways, but for some reason, whenever any mention of dicks was made, he had a strange habit of flaring up and slapping me. I always wondered why at the time. I wanted to ask him about it if I ever saw him again. But unfortunately, I didn't get the chance, because he died before me. I didn't expect to find out the reason here of all places. Count Marya, so you're a woman, huh? Did you just laugh at me? Do you need another slap? Then I'll give you one. Stop it, you jerk! Don't get cocky just because you hit me once. I only let you slap me because I made a mistake. Won't hit me again. And what if I do, huh? How do you like that? What the hell is wrong with you? You're dead. Hey, stop fighting. A little while later. What happened to these two? They were at each other's throats just a few minutes ago. So these are the items you kept for yourselves? But for some reason. Yeah, let me know what you think of them. I'll buy something else if they're no good. They seem so close now. 3 swords and a magic wand. By the way, why did you keep 3 swords? Won't they be heavy to carry around? Just in case. I tend to be pretty rough with swords. So what do you think of them? Well, they're not bad. But this black steel sword is the best one among them. Black steel swords are extremely sturdy. Even well-known knights often use them. I'm not sure how rough you are with swords, but this one would be hard to break. Wow, this is a black steel sword? That was my favorite type of weapon in my last life. On another note, I noticed this magic wand has a very good mana stone embedded in it. Seeing that you kept this as well, I'm guessing that Cutie is a mage. Mami? Yeah. What kind of magic do you use? To telekinesis. Telekinesis? That's amazing. You could probably get a scholarship at the academy. Oh, really? Then I guess the only problem is us. What technique are you going to show them during the practical exam? Technique? Don't you know? In order to enter Filion, you have to demonstrate a technique in front of the professors there. The written exam is tough too, of course, but not as tough as the practical one. I hear you're basically guaranteed acceptance as long as you do well on the practical exam. In other words, unless you prove yourself during the exam, you can forget about ever studying at the academy. I'm just a swordsman. Isn't it enough to simply hack away at stuff? So what kinds of techniques do people usually show the professors? Applicants from noble families often demonstrate their family's secret technique. But most people applying for the martial arts department show off their own unique mana combat technique. Wait, did you just say mana? How can swordsmen their age use mana? They're not even mages. What do you mean? That's nothing to people applying for Philion. You have mana resonance, don't you? You're supposed to be able to use mana in combat. That's one of the most basic requirements. What's with that look? Wait a minute. Tremble. Don't tell me you don't know what mana resonance is. Isn't it the same as using an aura? My God, you're applying to Philion. And yet, you don't even know that. I can't believe you seriously just asked whether auras and mana are the same. Oh, come on. It was just a question. Stop making such a big deal about it. This won't do at all. Come with me. Spring. What? You mean right now? I need to borrow this short sword. I left my sword at a blacksmith for repairs. Grab? What? Hey, I didn't say you could use my sword. What if you damage it? Don't worry. This will be over before anything happens to the sword. But just in case, if the sword is damaged, I'll pay you double, no triple its value, okay? HMPH. You've got some nerve. Now stop stalling and come with me. I'm going to give you a special lesson. Mana is the energy source of the universe. Like the air we breathe, it's a type of natural energy that exists everywhere. But not everyone can use it. In order to say mana, you need mana resonance, which is the ability to see and feel your own mana. Everyone reaches this stage at different times, due to factors, such as their training mihad or natural talent. But you usually have to train for about 1 year in order to activate the sense. And the applicants to the Philion Academy don't just sense mana. These are people who have already learned how to use their own mana in combat. Do you get it now? You don't even know the difference between mana and auras, let alone mana resonance. The idea of someone like you studying at Philion is completely ridiculous. Granted, I suppose auras are a type of mana, but the two of them are as different as night and day. Really, they're that different? Even the most gifted warriors have to undergo 10 years of grueling training just to unlock their own unique power. In other words, their aura. Well, are you starting to understand now? Yeah, sort of. I encountered people like that in the war occasionally. Arrogant bastards who claimed to be aura users and used some kind of strange power. They were certainly harder to kill than most people. But I didn't know they were such a big deal. One good slash was still enough to kill them anyway. Now, that's enough theory. Shall we get started? I have a feeling you're probably more of a hands-on learner. She can't be that strong. She's just a kid. Would you look at that? She's already quite strong for her age. And using double swords at that. It's hard to tell since I can't see it. But this must be what she meant by fighting with mana? What's going on? I thought I could finish him off in one strike. I wanted to make him give up on taking the entrance exam by showing him the power of mana. I figured that would be much better than allowing him to go and humiliate himself at the test site. And yet, for some reason, he's overpowering me. How can someone be so strong without even using mana? This can't be. What are you thinking? Don't try to block this. Just dodge it. Jeez. Wow! That was really close. You're quite something, you know that? Likewise. On top of your ability to use mana, you have a gift for sword fighting. You need to work on your balance. But if you fix that, you'll make a huge improvement. Turn. Huh? Hey, where are you going? You don't really think you won, do you? It doesn't matter who won. Just keep your promise. Remember what you said? Crash. Triple the value of the sword. Huh? How the heck did this break? You owe me for that sword. Excuse me. That was really impressive just now. Sparkle. A face that says, I know how you feel. Come on, Acel. I'm dead tired. Keep coming. Rush. Who the hell is that guy? What took you so long? I only came to collect my payment for the sword. What's all this? Books? Yup, Philion practice, written exams along with a summary. I wrote up for you. Hee hee, you'll be needing them. The exam is only a month away. I guess so, but why are you doing all this for us? If you're thinking of ripping me off, don't worry, it's nothing like that. I really like you too. I'm throwing in all this as a gesture of goodwill. It's free, of course. Wow, clink. Oh, well, in that case, I wish I could teach you myself, but we have to leave right away on business. So you'd better study hard on your own. If you fail the exam after I prepared all this stuff for you, I'll make you sorry. Got it? Yeah. Just worry about yourself. Anyway, see you in the capital on the day of the exam. Don't skip over any of those books. HMM, I still need to train this weak body of mine. And I'll have to actually study for the first time in my life. But I don't feel too bad. After returning home, Ronan's day-to-day life was more or less the same as usual, although he was beginning to change little by little. He ate with his sister Iriel. Wow, you sure were hungry, Ronan. In fact, he stuffed himself at every meal. With all those extra calories, he went around hunting monsters on the outskirts of town, and gradually built up both his stamina and endurance. Phew. I guess I'll stop here for today. In fact, he wiped out every last monster around town. And he finally began studying, something he could have never imagined doing as a penal soldier. This is ridiculous. Why do I have to memorize Northern table manners? He wasn't sure how the exam would go, but he tried his best to prepare for it. A month passed, and finally, the stage of our story is Valon, the imperial capital. To be more precise, it's a particular area known as the home of the Empire's greatest educational institute, the White Town Borough. Wow, I can't believe I'm finally here. So this is Philion. The city itself is like a work of art. Whoa, it's so beautiful. Don't just stand there in the middle of the street, Acel. Stop looking like a country bumpkin. Hurry up and come inside. We'll be late for the exam. Oh, sorry, Ro. Nan? What is it? Nothing. I just can't get used to seeing you like this. In only 1 month. It feels like you've gotten so much bigger, Ronan. What are you talking about? Stop saying nonsense and get moving. Ow. Come to think of it. Wine. I wonder if that guy will be at Philion around this time. Schlieffen the Swordmaster, the head of the Grancia family, famous for their sword mastery, as well as a genius swordsman known throughout the Empire. He was around my age. Maybe I'll see him at this exam. Not that it matters, of course. Peek. By the way, Ronan, did you bring that thing with you? Huh? What thing? You know, the feather you plucked from that dream bird you saved. The one that points in the direction of the bird's owner. Oh, that? I packed it before we left. Wish. I remembered the man said he lives in the capital. I was thinking of paying him a visit after the entrance exam. Huh? It's pointing at the top floor, way up there. Nothing is ever easy, is it? I'm still not used to all this teaching work. Chirp, chirp. Perhaps I should go back to being an explorer. Hmm? Ha. Are you trying to encourage me, Marpes? Tweet. You're right, I should stick around here for now. I still need to repay the person who saved you, after all. Professor of Zoology at Philion Baron Panettiere. Characteristics. Werelion. Now then, shall we open the windows to air out the place? What if your savior turns up today? I wouldn't want him to feel... Huh? That's strange. I didn't even knock yet. But the window opened. Hey, it's that blue bird from... before. Then you must be its owner. Ah, tweets.